First things first, everybody. When we first come into this, first things first, when you finally get the link from me and you lock in and you get invited in, first thing you're gonna see is the command center, right? And this is where we're gonna have our discussions at every day. And at the end of the week, what I'm gonna do with these discussions, I'm gonna close out these discussions on a Sunday, and I'm gonna start a new thread. This is gonna say discussions week of whatever next week is. What is that? The 11th, 12th, the 13th, right? It's gonna say discussions week of the 13th through the 18th, right? And that discussion from this previous week is gonna go in our archive combos.
Smooth.
And our archive combos. Y'all see this? This is the last thing that Malcolm has said. This is a fact. If you're here in April, blah, 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 blah. You can go back and look at those combos that we were having weeks and weeks before, right? And so back to the beginning, I just want to make sure I keep this up here clean for everybody. I don't want it to be 90 replies, 150 replies, 200 replies, 300 replies. I want each week to be start off fresh, that we can see a new discussion board, right? First things first, talk about the trading law, the prompt library, content calendar, book takeaways, event notes, going over who I am a little bit, key resources. And we'll get into this. Guys, I know a couple guys in the ecosystem that have been asking me questions. They were like, yo, Nate, what you think about this? Should I sell? And I always ask, did you ask the assistant yet? They like, nah, I didn't even think to ask them. The people that are using the assistant now are now realizing, I'm gonna click on the assistant, are now realizing that everything that you would ask me, the AI ecosystem has its own assistant that is tailored to the ecosystem in trading, in business, and mindset. Everything that you ask them. So, just for example, I'll say, what's up, Magnate? This for the people that haven't seen it, that have not utilized this. What's up, Magnate? What's the quickest way to $1 million this year? Look at this. All right, let's cut to the chase. We're not gonna bullshit. Let's get straight to it. High income skill, pick a skill, monetize fast. Example, leverage, scale, high risk, high reward. It's gonna go over everything that you want to know. And you can keep having a conversation with them. Guys, it took me a while to train this personalized assistant. I put a lot of work in to get him to understand everything that I need him to understand from 2015 all the way to 2025 and even dating back past 2015. I need him to know everything that happened. I need him to know what I was doing. This is Magnate AI. So everything what I was going through in 2015, what was I going through in 2016, what was I going through in 2017, the lingo, everything I was doing. It took me a long time to train this assistant. Guys, a part of the membership or part of the circle, or part of being one of the founders and early, you get access to this 24/7. Utilize this if you ever have a question, right? You can use this. I mean, I know you can always use ChatGPT, but this spits it in my language. You know what I mean? It spits it in a and like I'm from the inner city. It's gonna talk to you like I'm from the inner city and still break it down to you, similar to ChatGPT, right? So that's the assistant. Back to the page. Inside the winner circle, right? I said monthly groom Zoom. I said groom Zoom, group Zoom. I'm gonna change that to weekly. Also with the membership, I said membership, investing into the ecosystem, you get a part of Instagram close friends. Guys, utilize my Instagram close friends every single day. Next week, I fly back to New York and I'll be with Caleb Silver again.
Mm.
There's certain conversations that I'm not going to be able to upload to the public. There's going to be some that I can upload to the public, but the ones that I can't upload to the public, they're going to be in my Instagram close friends. I got another NASDAQ meeting out here in Dallas in about 2 weeks. I can't show that to the public.
So we've got the
What do you say?
Mm.
Um, but I can show you in my Instagram close friends. Inside the close friends, you get to see the behind the scenes, everything behind, like everything that you can't show to the public, you will see. The conversation that I had with Ian Dunlap. I'm gonna post that in my close friends here in a minute. Like all the behind the scenes stuff, guys, utilize this stuff. Trading, the mindset, private Twitter feed. If you ain't following me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. These are my real thoughts in real time. Instead of me blowing up the ecosystem with my thoughts. I think about this. I think about that. I think Nvidia is gonna do this if they do this stock split. I'll do all that on the private Twitter feed. Make sure if you got a Twitter, do that. Follow me on there. If you don't have one, you can make a bot account and still follow me on there. Early access to content. I got several ebooks that are about to be dropped over the next couple months that you guys get for free. This is what you get inside the ecosystem, and then the three ebooks for free. Those are the three ebooks that I was talking about earlier, dude. Like they're there, they're free. Wall Street wisdom, going over key terms, the blueprint, index funds, crypto, going over the basics, and then the third one, like I said, defining if you are an investor or for or you're a trader. They're free information that I learned from Fortune 500 company Charles Schwab. Why wouldn't you read them? Right. And then I got two ebooks here, Mastering ChatGPT prompts. Right. These are the ChatGPT prompts that I use on a day-to-day basis. They help me with my nutrition. They help me with my fitness, help me with meal prepping, help me with how to network, how to meet more people. Right. These ebooks are here. And then I got another one, the AI trading toolkit. There are certain things that Ian Dunlap talked about. He didn't talk about them all. He talked about a few, putting some stuff in ChatGPT, but there are a few more things that you can use prompt wise that can make you a better trader overnight. These ebooks have both of them. These two, they're about $9 a piece. These three, they're free. So if you ever get a chance, you like, hey, I wanna grab those. Cool. They're about $9. They ain't nothing.
Hey, I got a question, Nate, on
What's up, bro?
those. Do you got those in Spanish?
Which ones?
My amigos, my workers, they didn't ask me. They trying to, but they ain't. They Spanish. They Mexican. So no, the ebooks. Well, just the ebooks in general.
No, I don't got them in Spanish, but they can copy and paste them joints and upload it to Chat GPT and
Hey, I got you. I
they
got you.
can translate that joint.
Hey, my amigo, so he signed up for us Charles Schwab today. He was like,
Uh
man, I want to learn. I'm like, man, I was thinking like, man, you can probably try to get in this thing, and I'm like, damn, he ain't gonna understand shit.
Nah, just tell him to grab the ebooks and he can. They're digital, so he can copy what he's seeing and he can literally put it in a Google Translator and it'll tell him word by word what it is I'm saying. Okay, this is what stock means in Spanish. Oh, okay, got it. This is what S&P 500 means in Spanish. Oh, okay, got it. He can do that. Like Niles said. What Niles just said, man. There's no excuse with this AI stuff. There is no excuse. There are 13-year-olds outworking us with this AI stuff. There is no excuse. Okay,
Hands down.
so that's
And
so that's the beginning page for beginners. If you're a beginner, your first 1K playbook, you need to read this in the beginning. The key terms you need to know: RSI, bull market, bear market, all that stuff for beginners. Opening a brokerage account, picking a broker, right? VOO, VUG. I didn't put VTI on there. I wanted to kind of keep it simple. These are the some of the two indexes that you can purchase the first day that you open your account, right? Getting 10 or 20% of income into the account, right? Don't put all your money into the account. As a beginner, you need to be reading this the first thing you do. If y'all have people that are like, yo, I want to be in that ecosystem with you. Once they sign up and they ask, okay, Malcolm, what do I do now? The first thing you need to do is you need to hit that beginner section. Guys, the reason why I made it this easy is so you guys don't have to spend time explaining to them how to get going, right? Instead of y'all explaining to them, yo, this is the definition of a stock, why don't you just hit the ecosystem, go to the beginner section, and you can learn yourself. So I'm Malcolm. I can focus on these trades that we putting in, and then you can focus on where you are in your journey, and you can go to the beginner section. I'm not a beginner. I would definitely guide you there, but it's already there for you. All you got to do is read, understand it, you good. So that's the beginning section for my traders. You know, there's option trading for beginners. You need to watch that YouTube video, Wall Street Trapper. You need to watch this video, Earn Your Leisure. Guys, I am one of the people that like I said, I shine light on people that I learn from. I don't try to, not show them love. Like if it's Warren Buffett, a clip of him, I'm gonna put him up here. If it's Wall Street Trapper, I'm gonna put it up here. If it's Earn Your Leisure, I'm gonna put it up here. I want to show love to the people that have showed love to us. Like I'm not just going, you don't need to watch Wall Street Trapper no more. You need to focus on me. No, I feel like you can learn from any and everybody, bro. So I put Wall Street Trapper's video here, and I put Earn Your Leisure's video here. You need to watch those videos, right? This is for my traders um, developing that playbook, right? Mastering risk management, not risking too much, understanding when you want to get out of the play. When you want to get out of the play might not be when I want to get out of the play. So understanding your targets early. Everybody is a different trader. This is the section that can guide you. And then we got my trading log. After I put a play in, this is where I'll go. So the MU play I put in at 200 strike, 11 7 25, paid 750. I got in at 185.20. Yesterday it touched 196. A lot of guys sold up 60%, 70%, took their profit. Whenever you see this purple button, that means it's still open. Whenever you see a red button, that means I closed it for a loss. Remember that ASML? I put a lotto in, and I'm gonna explain what lottos mean. I put a lotto in. It was about $100, something slight. I just wanted to see if ASML can pop about 40, $50. $100, closed it at $50. It went down a little bit. I took my $50 loss and I was okay with it. So I'll always put it here and I'll put why I put it in. Yo, lotto, very risky. Only risked $100, $100. Great sell off to a base to 1,000. So it was at 1,040 per share. It dropped off to 1,000 at a good base, and I took a gamble. I wanted to take a gamble myself, and it fell a little bit further than 1,000. I closed it for a 50% loss. Guys, I'm putting everything here for you to see. Look at this ASML a couple weeks ago. I got in another ASML. I got in at 855. Put in $100, got at a 927, 1,200%. Guys, I turned no, $200. I turned about $200 into 3 grand off of this one play. $200 into 3 grand off of this one play. This trading log is where you will see where I put all my wins, all my losses. I'm not only putting my wins, no, I'll put my losses as well. I want you to see, guys, that no one is a perfect trader. This is why I got this track record. I want y'all to see, yo, he loses just like everybody else. He don't hit every play like that. That's not realistic. And I'm logging it so you can see. When here. I got this Tempest that's still open. I'm up 170% on that. I sold half, up 162%. I still got another one open all the way out till, oh, I got to get that in there. I got that one all the way out to the end of the month. Still open. See how that runs, right? So that's the trading law. Y'all can go through that content calendar. How I'm putting out my content. Guys, content is the new currency for where we are trying to go in this life. If you can put out content at a high level, you're not only going to increase your value, but you're going to increase the eyes on the stuff that you got going on. So if I'm trying to get this real estate project off, I'm trying to get this house off, if I'm putting out the right content that I need to put out and getting more eyes on it, that's more eyes that I can see to close this deal. But if I ain't putting no content out like I need to, then I'm not gonna get the amount of eyes that I need to see on this thing. So the content calendar, I looked at Wall Street Trappers content calendar. I looked at Master Investor. I looked at Earn Your Leisures. I looked at several other people, Social Proof Podcast, David Shands. I looked at how they're doing it, and I'm like, yo, on one update, Dirk Nowinski, I had They go IG story, they go Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, they go all at once. They shoot it all off at once. I'm like, damn. If they shoot it all up at once, they don't gotta go into each app and upload it itself. Yo, these guys are geniuses. Yo, you have to study this stuff, man. Got the Artway content from Nashville when we was in. Got an IG story. Got to upload on TikTok. Got it on my YouTube. Got it on my Facebook. All four social sites got all the content from the event. Yo, this is how I'm doing it. You don't have to do it how I'm doing it, but I'm just trying to give you a template of how y'all can do it. If y'all want to get y'all name bigger, if y'all want to people to see y'all face, if people want to see what y'all got going on, spread whatever y'all got going on. That's the content calendar. AI prompt library, like Niles is just talking about. Yo, I had a legal issue that I was worried about the other day. Look at how I'm prompting though. Legality matters. As a lawyer that has seen a plethora of cases from being in them and actually studying federal cases from OJ Simpson's case all the way to small claims court. I want you to use your expertise to not only scan a contract I just received, but to also have it prepared with pros, cons, and potential decisions my lawyer can easily digest. Once I put this into AI and I took the contract and I put it into AI, it gave me the pros, it gave me the cons, and the potential decisions my lawyer can easily digest. It gave it to me on like a platter where once I called my lawyer and I sent this over to him, he said, dude, you just made my job easier. Guys, you pay your lawyer by the hour. If I can make their job easier and cut the time in, not only am I saving money, but we're getting to the solution of what we need to do much quicker. That is the power of AI. You got to use AI in these ways. I use it for my lawyers. I use it for my legality issues. I use it for my financial health. As a senior executive with over 20 years of experience with wealth building and credit, what are some of the best ways to build my credit? Yo, prompting your AI is everything. Don't just use ChatGPT or Magnate AI as a search engine. Hey, what is the color of the sky right now? Well, how much did Kobe average his final year? No. Use this thing to change your life, bro. Use this thing to change your life. So that's the AI prompt library. Y'all still with me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, quick
Yeah.
question, Nate.
Yeah, what's going
Yes,
on?
How did
sir.
you get proficient with the prompting?
So it's about creativity, brother. It's about creativity. Me, looking at Earn Your Leisure, following these guys for a couple years, looking at the what's her name, Alicia. I'm looking at what she talks
Oh,
about on the internet. I'm seeing how she talks about it. I'm looking at what her name is X. Remember she was at
oh, XIE.
FX
Yeah, yeah,
X.
yeah.
X. I'm looking at
Heck
what
with
she's talking.
X, nigga,
Yeah,
she
Yup.
was
big.
it, bro.
No, I'm
What?
looking at what she's doing, and then it's about creativity, right? Like when I'm talking about a lawyer case, I'm like, yo, I want this. I want ChatGPT to pull the nitty and gritty out of this contract. I don't want them to leave one stone. So that means I need a lawyer that worked on OJ Simpson's case. I need a lawyer that worked on R. Kelly's case. Well, fuck R. Kelly because he lost that case. But I need a lawyer to work on who got off. Diddy just got off for all that. I
Casey
need,
Anthony.
hey, I need Brian Steele on this case. I need an expertise like Brian Steele. So once I think of that, I'm like, I'm gonna put in ChatGPT. Okay, boom. Like I'm gonna say, I need a Brian Steele type of expertise for what I'm about to send
Hmm.
you, chat. And then chat will change its mind. That's why prompting is important. Chat will alter its mindset to now think like Brian Steele would. How do I beat this Rico? How do I beat this case? That's how I do it. Just about creativity, brother. So just playing around with it. And so my prompts, I'm gonna be putting these in every week. So you can come back here and look every week like, damn, they using that prompt for okay, that okay. Then he's using that prompt for that. Okay, cool. Okay, I see how he's doing it. Now let me add this to my game. You know, Keys had said something in the chat about a week and a half ago. He was like, "Brother, we supposed to be doing this to share resources." I'm like, "Brother, wait till you get in the ecosystem. I can't explain it to you in the group chat, but once you get inside the ecosystem, you're gonna be able to see how we can use these tools together." How you can use these tools in your own business, how you can use these tools yourself. I can't really copy this, all of this ecosystem, and put it in a group chat and have everybody understand it. You got to kind of see it to believe it, if that makes sense. So that's the prompt library. And then these are a couple additions that I added just for value's sake, right? Book takeaways. Guys, since Invest Fest, I finished one book, two books, three books, and I'm on my fourth book right now. I'm on Tony Robbins' Master Money of the Game, Money
Oh,
Master the Game.
classic.
Uh, Coffee Bean book. I talked about this on a call a couple weeks ago. Guys, since investment, it's been a month and a week. It's been about 5 to 6 weeks. I finished three books in 6 weeks.
Mm,
There is no limitation to what you need to accomplish, guys. That and I put it all here. Yo, not only am I putting what book you should read, I'm putting my big takeaways from the book in case you don't have the time to read it. In case you are too busy. Yo, what was this book that Nate was just reading called The Man the Moment Demands? Tashawn was just talking about this book. The Man the Moment Demands is a read every man needs to read. Talks about the societal norms that have been
mm,
created of how men should show up, right? Like being the man that the moment demands, not being the tough man or being the man that need to whoop somebody ass or being a man that I need to be the man that provides for the house. No, whatever the moment demands is how you should show up. If
sure.
I need to be a provider right now, I need to be a provider right now. But I
Yeah,
also need to be able to shapeshift into the father right now because I got a daughter. But
sure.
I also need to be able to shapeshift into the provider for the household because I need to go get this money. But I also need to be able to shapeshift into the son that is still in a coachable and teachable position that my parents know more than me and they can still teach me things. Guys, being a comprehensive man that you can show up in all these ways, you got to understand whatever the moment demands. I think everybody should go read that book. That book is amazing. So
Mm,
I'm gonna be putting my book takeaways in here. I should be done with the Tony Robbins book in the next week and a half. Y'all, I'll give you all that what I put there, and then event note hot insights, right? I was at Dirk Nowitzki's tennis charity event a couple weeks ago, not 9/13, less than a month ago, right? We left investments 2 weeks after this. I'm with Steve Nash, I'm with Dirk Nowitzki, I'm with Boris Kojo, I'm with all the celebrities. And guys, I'm not in these rooms to say hello and be a fan. Yes, I am a fan of your work, but I am here to learn. I'm here to see how Dirk Nowitzki is throwing this event so we can get back to Indianapolis and where we from and throw this event. I'm trying to see how he is overcoming the turmoil of trading. Look at this, of trading Luka Doncic away, but also understanding Cooper Flag, the number one draft pick, is coming in. Understanding that we got to be resilient, easy on our feet, and ready to pivot. The entire city of Dallas has been heartbroken since
mhm.
Luka got traded. They have been heartbroken. But I'm looking at Dirk Nowitzki. I'm looking at the executives at this private event, and yo, they have this energy of optimism. Like the world is ours. I'm like, yo, how were they heartbroken a week ago? And now they're able to pivot to get back on the ball. Right? I'm seeing how they're doing this at the highest level in real time. Guys, I'm putting everything I'm learning from these events. When we was in Nashville 2 weeks ago or last week, what did I take away from Nashville? Shout out to Grant Sims and Kenneth Walton that threw the event. Number one selling event at the African American Museum of 2025. The number one selling event. Two young guys from Indianapolis, Indiana. The number one selling art event of the year. I am taking away. I'm not there to say what's up and kick it and get drunk. No, I'm still here learning. Look at this. This was for Keys right here. Dress how you want to be addressed at an art event. Your attire is more than clothing. It's a self-expression. Look at that,
You
right?
heard me. Dress how you want to be addressed. You hear
Come
me?
on. Come on. So I put all that there. And then, like I said, that's the archive combos from the week. So every week you can come back here. You're gonna see all the archive combos. You're gonna be able to see what we was talking about in October. You're gonna be able to see what we was talking about in November. You're gonna be able to see everything we was talking about from the weeks before. And we just gonna go from there. So, that